cease and desist!
That man is still alive!
What's going on?
What if somebody else had walked in while you were shooting Sonny? Well, like if it was Kate or Carly or some other innocent bystander, would you have killed them?
All I know is if you hadn't walked in, I would have blown Sonny's head off.
So, the gun was in my shoulder holster, right? And it was just random luck. Look at that Johnny's bullet hit the slide instead of my chest.
Sonny, you have to call the cops.
I'll kill her. Drop the gun. You want her dead? All I gotta do is pull this trigger.
Miller, welcome. It's always a pleasure to see one of the town's leading barristers.
If you are salivating, Mr. Spencer, at the thought of taking my money, I can assure you I am a cautious and judicious gambler.
Terribly sorry to hear that. Have a drink, choose a table. Perhaps we can change your mind.
You know, Alexis was right. You do have a certain idiosyncratic charm. Is Max Giambetti here tonight, by any chance?
No, he isn't. But if he comes in, I'd be happy to tell him you're looking for.
Please do.
Dad.
Oh, hey.
Hey, how's business?
Really good. We're busy. Opening night seemed to give us a jump start. Choose a table. I'll stake you to some chips.
Ooh, nice.
Thank you. So, what is your pleasure?
Roulette is calling my name.
Roulette? It is.
This is going to be so much fun. I love to gamble. I've told you that, right?
Yeah, I've noticed. Hey, is your hip bothering you? Because if it is, I'll take it.
No. Listen, nothing is going to ruin my evening with you.
So, you planning to demonstrate some more of your astonishing gambling intuition?
You just invited me here to make money off me, didn't you?
Perhaps. I mean, I do admire your skill.
Butter me up and ply me with drinks and steal my secrets.
No, thought never even crossed my mind.
Too bad, because it could work. Did it again. Thank you.
So, how's your day with Anthony?
Nothing too eventful.
Well, I'm sure you can manage a more detailed description than that. You know, like who visited him? How's his physical therapy going? Did Anthony have any phone conversations of interest?
Just to be clear, you expect me to spy on him for you?
Well, why else would I bother giving you the job?
Are you okay?
Jackal appreciates Maximus's concern and assures he is most contented.
Okay, well now maybe you should try and sit up because I want to get out of here. This place creeps me
Oh
out.
my God, the unfortunate Dr. Devlin's
No,
cranium is...
Spinelli, that is not Ian's body.
Are you certain?
Yes, trust me, it's some guy half his age, but don't worry, I don't blame you for passing out. It was gross.
Oh, okay, then where exactly is the fiendish physician?
How am I supposed to know? He must have disappeared.
I mean, do you care that Sonny's child is in a coma after being shot in the head?
My sister's missing. Sonny implied he had something to do with it.
He is grieving. He's lashing out. Where the hell is your compassion?
I don't have any. And neither does Sonny, okay? Compassion is a liability.
No, compassion is a human emotion. You're a person. You are not a robot. You have feelings.
I have enemies, and I kill them. It's part of the life that I lead, the business that I'm in. Sonny's no different.
And the point of all this killing would be...
To hold on to what's mine.
Okay, and no guilt or remorse, right? Who cares that a little child has been shot? You have nothing to be sorry for,
Yeah,
right?
I'm sorry that I picked you up that first night because I knew we'd end up here.
Well, don't worry. I'll live because I'll be a lot better off without you.
I'm not calling the cops.
Why not, Sonny? They can build a case. They can send a forensic team, come out and collect evidence.
So they can interview Lulu, get her to testify so she can lie through her teeth to cover for Johnny?
Lulu would tell the truth, Sonny.
Maybe. But he wouldn't be convicted.
Why not? He's guilty.
Why not? I'll tell you why not. I locked Johnny in a padded room in an abandoned mental ward. I didn't give him food for days. Had him beaten up because I wanted to break. I even threatened his sister that I would send pieces of him to her.
Okay. It's wrong.
Well,
And I'm not going to try to justify that.
he didn't even shoot you. He didn't even kidnap Michael. But you know what? I went after him anyway, right?
He shot you, Sonny, at point blank range. And for all he knew, you were an unarmed man.
I would have done the same thing.
Okay, you had a truce, right? Okay, you go back to him and you tell him that you're going to honor that truce and that it's in both of your best interests to stop attacking each other.
The truce ended when Michael was shot.
Then go to the police.
I'm not going to the police for my business. Johnny Zacchara tried to kill me, and I'm gonna kill him.
Who sent you? Who sent you? Why'd you kill him?
Why didn't you? You had the shot.
I wanted him alive so I could question him. Obviously, you wanted him dead so I couldn't.
Hey, partner.
Hey, how's business? Looks good.
Yeah, we're grinding out a nice, thick profit margin.
Got a second to discuss it?
Absolutely.
Mr. Zacchara. And what brings you here tonight?
Checking on my investment.
Good. Now go.
Spanky, why don't you play a little 21 while we have a little chat about business?
I believe the agreement was that Mr. Zacchara would invest and we would run the casino. Why do the two of you look like thieves?
Why don't you have a drink on the house? We just got in some new bourbon made in the Black Hills of Kentucky. Smooth like silk it goes down.
I'm watching you.
You get the deposit?
Yeah, 500,000 in unmarked greenbacks.
Great. Cycle it through, declare it next week as profits.
No problem. It'll come out smelling like a rose. Come on, show you.
Well, the prodigal son arrives. Anthony's obsession with his son Johnny is his weakness.
No, not according to Anthony. It's not.
He's going to be a very powerful man very soon. You and I are going to have to work together to protect him.
You're asking me if I'm going to side with you over Johnny?
Problem?
No. Anything I can do to make Johnny Zacchara pay is fine by me.
Come to Mama. Thank you very much.
Every time.
Yes, I am a skilled player.
Is your hip okay?
It's bothering me a little bit. The doctor's prescribed some medication. I don't feel like it's working very good anymore.
You know, you better be careful with that stuff. You can get hooked before you know it.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know you had a bad experience.
Little pills nearly destroyed my life.
I know. I'm following the doctor's instructions. I just wish it was doing some good. That's all.
I'm sneak bit tonight. I should be learning tricks from you.
I'll explain the odds to you. We should do it in a quiet place away from the table.
Should I see if the library's still open?
Library, no. We'll just go back to my house later.
Okay.
All right, so let me get this straight so that I understand this. You will try to kill John Zacchara. John Zacchara will try to kill you. A
great big mob war will ensue, and this is what you want.
No, what I want is whoever shot Michael to pay.
But you don't know that the Zakaras are responsible.
They've done enough for me to want them dead, Kate.
So you lock up John Zakara because you think that he shot me and that he kidnapped Michael. And then you find out he wasn't responsible. Sonny, shouldn't you learn something from that? That you can't leap to conclusion when...
This isn't about playing fair. It's about vengeance.
No, I actually think it's about self-destruction.
My son is in a permanent coma.
I know, Sonny.
Okay.
And now you are punishing yourself. And you're throwing me away in the process.
If you want to leave, I mean, you know. No, I'm not just saying. That's your choice.
Why don't you admit it, Sonny? You're trying to make your life so terrible, so repellent, that I'll be forced to leave.
Okay, well, what do you think we should do? Check the airport or the train station?
The dastardly Dr. Devlin could not have gone far.
Yeah, no kidding. I shot him up with a whole needle full of sedative.
Yes, so desperate, but clever move.
Thank you. You know, I'd like to say that I thought about it first, but I think I just freaked out and grabbed the nearest thing to me, which happened to be the needle.
Well, that's exactly the Jackal's point. Maximista is endlessly resourceful.
Okay, well, we need to focus. Do you think that Devlin was conscious enough to get in his own car?
Well, we must exhaust every possibility.
Oh, I can't believe we let him get away. He could be halfway to Canada by now.
Patience, patience. We will know his whereabouts within a moment.
How?
I'll put a tracking device in his pocket.
Spinelli, I think you're brilliant.
What didn't you want this guy to tell me?
What? Huh? You think he's working for me, Jason? You think I drove my car off a cliff and got shot at by a high-powered rifle and almost got raped? Because I'm trying to earn your
You
trust.
could have got some information before you killed him.
I disagree. That man was gonna rape me! And then he was gonna kill me on my father's orders. I didn't think he deserved to live.
Well, he's dead. Because of you. What are you gonna do with the body?
Luke, yet another enjoyable evening, although I have nothing to show for it, of course.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nick. Come back. Your luck will change.
I hope so. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Aren't you the charming host?
Hey, he's got the deepest pockets in the house.
All right.
All right.
All right.
See you later.
You know, once Anthony returns home, there's gonna be a lot of infighting and jockeying for position.
Son and daughter ate his guts. A lawyer, your father, angling for every position on the planet.
This should be interesting. Do me a favor, don't overstep your position.
Hey, just Anthony's humble, I think.
Yes, he's gonna be having access to everything. It might give you a false sense of power.
Well, Rick, I'm sure you'll be right there to put me back in my place.
You know what? You gotta really smooth that. You'd be wise to keep it short.
Rick,
We're gonna have a trouble.
If I'm so unreliable, why did you hire me?
Well, because you're good at thinking on your feet. Because ethics aren't a problem for you, and mostly because there is no love lost between you and the Zakara heir apparent.
I was damn sure not.
Exactly. As long as you remember where your loyalty lies, you'll do fine.
You're on quite the winning streak.
For now.
Yeah, must run in the family. Your mother won quite handily on opening night.
Why don't you leave my mother the hell alone?
Because I like your mummy, Sweet Sam.
Excuse me, everyone. I'm sorry to interrupt this, but I'm going to have to ask all of you to leave. The Haunted Star will be closed until further notice.
Hey, you can't close me down.
I just did.
Very good. Okay, so now what if you have an ace and a 9?
Ask for another card.
No. See, your 2 cards, they already add up to 20. You don't want another card.
Well, yeah, but if I ask for another one, then I might be... I give up. I'm gonna stick to games I'm good at, like checkers.
Checkers? Well, you're in luck because I happen to have an antique checker set. Oh, yes. An antique checker set back in Windermere.
Why am I not surprised?
Launch should be here any minute.
Will Spencer still be up?
No, his bedtime was an hour ago, and that Norma, she's a strict one now.
Shoot. I was hoping we could share a bowl of that fudge ripple that Alfred keeps in the freezer.
Too late, Spencer and I already did.
Oh, sounds like fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to share as many memories with him as I can right now. Tomorrow I'm gonna meet with Alexis and go over the estate, just in case something happens during the surgery.
Well,
Patrick is a brilliant surgeon, and you've got a really good shot. Assuming that you actually want to live.
I do. It's just hard for me to imagine what life's gonna be like when Emily's gone for good.
What's taking so long?
Jack was encountering technical difficulties.
Okay, well, you're gonna need to hurry, or else Ian Devlin's gonna be on his way to China by the time you track him down.
I've been locked out from the GPS signal. I have to...
You're babbling!
I know. It helps to verbalize whilst jackling.
Well, it's really annoying. Although, I guess I'm not in the position to criticize. I've been known to blurt out whatever pops into my head when I feel like it. I guess I'm kind of doing that right now.
Verbalizing one's thoughts can lead to creativity and inspiration. It's a sign of intelligence.
Oh, well, those are a few words that have never been associated with my name.
Oh, Maximista sells herself too short.
Spinelli, you don't have to give me another compliment.
Another?
Yeah. Remember you told me that I was smart for stabbing Devlin with the needle? One ego boost a day is more than enough.
The Jackal's motives do not go beyond the utmost sincerity, okay? Maximista is astute, intuitive, and brimming with creative intelligence.
You're really sweet.
Call the cops. Tell them you shot him in self-defense.
Oh, yeah, because they'll believe me, a member of the Zakara family, because we always donate
Well,
to
then leave
charity.
the body here and call 911 anonymously.
No cops. Okay, no cops. Let's just dump the body in the lake, man.
Well, go ahead. Good luck.
Don't be a bastard. I need you to help me.
Why should I help you?
Because our fingerprints are all over this room. Yours and mine together, along with whatever else forensics is gonna pick up. So you're in this with me, whether you like it or not. I owe you, okay? I always pay my debts.
Honey, it's not too late to change the direction of your life.
Yeah, I thought that when I made the truth, and look what happened. I was wrong.
But giving up isn't the answer,
Okay,
Sophie.
listen,
You know that in your heart.
listen to me. Michael accidentally picked up a gun and shot you. Why did he do that? Because he grew up with me as a role model.
I didn't die, right? And I'm the one standing here telling you that you can give your other children something different, something better.
I believed that. I believed that you and I could be together without violence. My kids would be safe. The damage would be,
Sonny, please just don't
look
give
what
up
happened.
faith.
You always said that to me. Don't give up your dreams, hope for greatness. Way back in Bensonhurst all those years, and I believed you, just like I believed when you came back into my life. But it's not gonna change.
You say that like it's over.
My business is my reality. You can't wish it away. I tried that, and my son got shot. I'm not trying to make my life so terrible that it drives you away. My life is terrible. And it's just never gonna change at this
I
point.
love you, Sonny, but that is a crock.
So you've seen Emily again?
Yes. She was with me when I made the decision to stop taking the drug and have the surgery.
And she helped you make the decision?
She told me that I needed to go on living, not just for myself, but for Spencer as well.
You've been hearing that from a lot of people lately.
Yeah.
I guess it just didn't really hit home until you heard it from her.
No, she's been saying it all along. This is the hardest part of this, is knowing that I'm gonna lose her forever. I just hope that I get a chance to see her one last time before the surgery so I can say goodbye to her. Oh, and thank you right now for not saying what's written all over your face and that she was never really here.
You knew it without me telling you.
I've been able to see Emily, to talk to her, to hold her. She's been real to me in every way. And I thank God for him giving me the extra time with her.
Emily was blessed to have been loved so deeply.
So was I. I'll cherish her memory for the rest of my life.
Maybe she'll come and visit you tonight, especially if you don't have guests. So, thanks. That was really fun.
You can't just waltz in here and pull the plug like we're a toaster. You were here opening night. You had a grand time.
We have reason to believe the Haunted Star is a venue for mob activity.
Reason to believe? That's a guess.
Your patrons are at risk of becoming innocent victims of violence.
They're at risk of that every time they cross the street.
Don't get mad. It's not personal.
We're launching a preemptive strike and shutting down the Haunted Star before violence can occur.
You know you have no legal grounds to shut down this establishment because it may be the potential site of potential violence.
We're closing it down on suspicion of money laundering.
How am I not supposed to take this personally, Natasha?
Look, why don't you just tell your fearless fellow law enforcers to go home and come join me at the blackjack table?
Sounds fun. I'd love to, but I'm working.
I tried.
Open up your books, Luke. You need to account for every penny.
Madam DA, a little help, please.
Not a chance.
Let's go. Everyone out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for this gross inconvenience. We'll reopen as soon as we get this minor legal thing sorted out.
You know, for what it's worth, I do admire what you're trying to do.
That's an empty gesture because if you get Anthony Zacchara released, you know that the violence will escalate.
The Jackal does not pay empty compliments. Maximista has a unique and fascinating way of seeing the world.
Well, that's a little ironic coming from you.
Sorry, I don't understand your cryptic remark.
Well, you have a very weird perspective. I mean, you're off in your own cyber world while the rest of us are millions of miles away.
I'm not a freak. I mean, I actually function quite capably, and I have deep felt emotions.
No, Spinelli, no. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that as an insult. I'm just trying to tell you that I think you're actually kind of fun to be around.
Fun?
Yeah, you know, you're never boring. And I kind of like it when you go off on all those weird tangents. I mean, you look at everything the way nobody else would, and that would give me the opportunity to be like, hey, I never thought about it like that, and I think that's kind of cool.
Maximista approves of the Jackal.
Sometimes when you're not driving me crazy. I guess I've never really had a friend like you.
Nor are you. It's intriguing, is it not, how two such diametrically, opposed individuals can mesh into a cohesive unit?
If you're trying to tell me that you think we work well together, I agree with you.
And cohesiveness can extend beyond a work environment.
Are you talking about that one time we got stuck in the sewer and that grate was coming down on me? That was so gross. How come we always get stuck in disgusting places together? Hey, Spinelli, I want to hang out. I'm sorry, but Spinelli and I are busy.
You're making a self-fulfilled prophecy. Nothing can change. The violence is endless.
I'm just stating a fact.
Sonny, you can end this right now by refusing to fight. Honor the truce. Focus on your legitimate business.
And ignore what? That my son was shot? Is that what you're asking me to do?
It's a lesson, Sonny. It is the worst possible cautionary tale that violence solves nothing.
I know you're trying to help me,
It
but you're
only
not helping me
destroys,
right
Sonny.
now. You're not helping. You're making things worse.
You
do you understand?
think that because the truce didn't work right away, that it's all over. What? Sonny, when has anything ever come easy for you, right? It's a challenge. You thrive on challenges.
You don't know how my business works, Kate.
I know that you are one of the strongest, most determined people I have ever known. You can do anything, Sonny. Anything you set your mind to.
I cannot control my enemies. No matter what I do, I can't keep the people I love safe.
Sonny, we could have stayed in Bensonhurst, right? I could have been a beautician. You could have been a mechanic. But we wanted bigger things. Instead of assuming that things couldn't change, we went out and we changed them. And you can do this right now. You can choose not to escalate the violence. And if you don't, that is also a choice.
No. I can't do this right now. This is just not right. I gotta be somewhere, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, are you listening? You gonna tell me, you gonna think about this?
Listen to me. You can stay here till I get back, okay? It's up to you, but I gotta go.
I'm here to see my friends, so why don't you take a hike?
Is something wrong with your hearing? Spinelli and I are busy.
You're using him. It's cruel and manipulative and very typical of you, Maxie.
Spinelli, it's up to you. Would you like Lulu to stick around and help us with our project?
But present circumstances necessitate the strictest secrecy, and although I would love to imbibe an orange soda with the blonde one, I should focus my energies on the task at hand.
What Spinelli's trying to say?
I know what Spinelli is trying to say. I speak Spinelli a hell of a lot better than you do, Maxie.
Good. Then you know he's trying to tell you to take a hike.
No, I did not express that desire in such harsh or unflattering terms.
Spinelli, you don't want her working here with us, do you?
The blonde one's company will be most enjoyed once the project is over.
No, I get it. You're busy and I will come back later. I just want a word with you outside.
All right, guys, that's enough.
I got it from him.
Oh, Johnny, your father's not going to be happy about this at all.
You think just because you wash him, wipe him, and wheel him, he's got some sort of allegiance to you?
Johnny, your father, he trusts me. He does. Yeah.
Then maybe you can give me the answers I need. Where's my sister? What did my father do with Claudia?
Let me think. I don't really know.
Wrong answer.
It's been a hell of a night. Thank God one thing is working out. What?
Wait.
Seriously? What? You gonna make me walk back to town, big guy?
No. I'm going to check to see if the bike's rigged to explode.
What makes you think you even saw it?
Well, the shooters were watching the car crash, wasn't he? He could have seen what direction it came from. Retraced my steps.
Okay. Knock yourself out. Wait, listen, if, do you have any last words you want me to give to anyone in case you blow it?
Yeah. If I die, Sonny's gonna assume that you had me killed, and he's gonna hunt you and your brother down and kill you both.
You know what? You're not the most cheerful person that I've ever met.
I'm telling the truth.
Fine. Say it with a little black humor. Crack a smile, for God's sake. It's an absurd moment.
This is your choice. You want to walk or you want to wait?
What, slow night?
The slowest, man.
Yeah?
I'm closed by order of District Attorney Alexis Davis. She swept in here and jumped on my business with both feet, flanked by Bubba and a couple of Yahoo cops.
Why would Alexis want to close you down?
Some misguided attempt to clean this town up. So she trumped up some phony audit. Now I have to keep track of every penny.
Hope you haven't been laundering Johnny Zakar's money.
I got the first deposit today. So, will you join me in a shot of the best hooch in town?
I'd love to, but I don't think that's a good idea right now. I just came to give you a heads up. Johnny Zakara tried to kill me tonight. And Lulu was right there as he pulled the trigger.
Dr. Devlin, what are you doing here this time of night?
I was looking for you. I went over to your house first, and then I realized you might have walked over to Mr. Corinthos to pay him a visit. Unfortunate for me that he decided to leave when he did.
What is this about?
Michael. I'm the one who shot him.
You are such a user.
Speak for yourself.
You have been stringing Spinelli along for weeks, and he doesn't have a clue. He's too sweet and trusting to see you for the skank that you really are.
I would never manipulate Spinelli.
Really? Really? Playing girl detective, having him work on mysterious projects to make you look better at your job?
Spinelli asked for my help. And FYI, you're the manipulator. You played on Spinelli's crush on you, and then you dropped him like a bad habit the second you got a hold of Johnny Zakara.
I would never hurt Spinelli.
Too late. You already did. And you probably didn't even give it a second thought until you saw Spinelli with me.
You're just using him as a substitute boyfriend.
A what?
You're not clinging to any other guys at the moment, so why not Spinelli? He's attentive, he never criticizes, lets you talk about yourself ad nauseum.
Wow. You really are jealous.
You are just playing him for a fool, Maxie.
Give the guy a little credit. He's 10 million times smarter than you'll ever be.
Well, I see you for what you're all about. He doesn't.
Here's a history lesson, Lulu. You dumped Spinelli, and now you're showing up way after the fact because you want him back. But you can't have him. We're busy working on something together, and we didn't invite you.
Hey, Jackal has a satellite uplink in his program, the GPS. We should know Dr. Devlin's whereabouts at any moment.
Spinelli, you're amazing! Good job.
Johnny, that was a big mistake sending your guys away.
This isn't about your father. This is about Lulu. You know, she still cares for me.
Let's talk about your boss, Rick Lansing.
Johnny, I work for your father. You know,
tell Rick that if anything happens to my sister, I'll make sure he disappears as well. And my father, without his attorney, will be locked up for the rest of his life. That's the message. Anything happens to Claudia, Rick pays. Capiche?
Are you gonna be done sometime this month?
You want to walk back on your own, go ahead.
What, in these heels? No explosives?
Not that I can find. You might want to step back.
Well, you said that if you blow up, Sonny's gonna kill me. I'd rather save myself that indignity and get it over with.
It's your call.
We live or die together. Let's go.
Driving right now.
No, I would not try to defend John Zakara. He's my business partner, not my friend. But I don't think he's stupid enough to try to whack you with your kid standing right there.
Maybe, but he definitely tried to kill me tonight. And I am going to retaliate. And it's going to get ugly.
Well, I thank you for the heads up. Afraid there isn't a hell of a lot I can do about it.
Well, the reason I'm saying this is because, you know, Lulu's close to Johnny. And then safety and all that thing, you know.
Yeah, God. I've told her over and over again not to stand in the middle of mob hostilities, but you know, she's not a baby. She's gonna live her life the way she wants to live it.
You know what? As a father who has a son lying in a hospital who's never gonna wake up, I'm telling you, It's a slow walk through hell. As you know, Michael got caught in the crossfire. And I'm gonna have to carry that on my soul for the rest of my life. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, you know. Certainly not you.
Why on earth would you shoot Michael?
I don't have time for a philosophical debate on the random nature of ricochet bullets. Sonny wants revenge, and I don't want to die.
I think you should have thought of that before you put his little boy in a coma.
I'm betting my life, literally, that you don't want to see Sonny commit murder. So, I have a proposal for you. You give me $1 million tonight, and I'll disappear.
You shot a boy trying to kill the man that I love, and now you're here asking me for help? Why don't I just go to the police? Or are you gonna kill me too?
Well, hey, once you've shot a child, why pretend you have any scruples whatsoever? But killing you would exponentially increase the amount of people who want to kill me. And as I believe I mentioned before, my point is I want to live. So, do we have a deal? Or do I leave a posthumous statement that Sonny Corinthos had me murdered?
I think it would take more than a letter to convict Sonny of murder.
You have a point. Wheels of justice do tend to spin rather slowly. The whole matter could be tied up. Appeals for years. Why don't I just do away with the red tape altogether and kill Sonny myself? Just do it and get over with.
I'll wire you the money. Where do you want it?